Hello, this is Mr. Peck again, and in this video I'm going to go over how to get logged into your student account. We realize this is brand new to all lower elementary students, so it can definitely be confusing the very first time. So the first thing I would like to do is refer you to an email that you should have received from Tammy Budd on April 15th at 4:08 p.m. In that email, it goes over how to pick up Chromebooks for those of you that requested a Chromebook, but then it also goes over some information indicating that all elementary students have their own school email address, and that school email address is the only way to log into the Google Classroom. So while you may be set up as a guardian in the North Muskegon system, you cannot view Google Classroom unless you log in as the student. So the email address for your student is your legal first and last name at student.nmps.net. In this example, Paul Henderson at student.nmps.net. Now, there could be some mistakes the way for spelling of your child's name, and if that's the case, please respond to this email and Tammy Budd. This email also goes over what your initial password is, and the initial password is the student ID number. So again, if you don't know what that student ID number is, please reply to this email and ask Mrs. Budd for that student ID. Finally, this email requested that everybody respond and reply to that email to give permission for your child to get into G Suite for Education. So again, if you didn't reply to that email, that may be another reason that you're having trouble getting in. So again, this email is kind of the key one that's out there. Now, the other part of this is once you have that information, you need to be sure that you log out of any Google personal accounts and then log in as the student. So in this example, I'm going to pull up just a general Google site. Anything Google, up in the upper right hand corner will have a circle with one of the initials that is in your email address. If you click on that, it will give you how you're signed into Google right now. So in this example, I'm signed in as Mrs. Peck. So before you can get into Google Classroom and get into your student account, you have to be sure to go down here and click Sign Out. And then it will remember, so that for future sign-ins you should see your student's account in here, but the very first time you'll have to click on this Use Another Account, and this is where you would put in your information on your student's first name, last name, at student, don't forget the student, nmps.net, and then it's not going to recognize this, of course, but you would go on to where you would enter in that password, which again is defaults to the student ID. Now, the other thing I wanted to show you is then once you get into your student account, again, if you click in the upper right hand corner, you should see from any Google site, you should see your student's name on here. And if you go out to Gmail, and you can do that either by clicking this grid up here and clicking Gmail, or you can just type in mail.google.com. But you will see a couple of welcome emails for your student, and then you should see an invitation from your teacher. I think all of them are coming from Mrs. Peck. And in that invitation, you can click Join. Now, there's another how-to video that was sent out on how to get started with Google Classroom. So this one was just focused on how to get into your school account. Thank you.